was dilapidation. He wasn't born, he just collected himself on a spoiled beach from mangled shipwrecks and rusted submarines and arbitrarily pieced himself together. He fashioned organs out of woodworm dug out of the soft, rotting wood with whalebone fingernails. He stitched hair out of ropes saturated with seawater. He didn't know his name, but he knew if he dug deep enough in the sand, he could find a different sun that fit into the palm of his hands but didn't burn. It only softly buzzed like the hive of bees. In the seaside town, he met Amelia and her swollen cheeks. She couldn't stop chewing on the drowsy jellyfish tentacles that splayed out from her evicted wisdom teeth. She had a bumper sticker that read, "Girls can be Mega Man too, so Fox Party." But she didn't own a car. He loses his hands in her hair, touches his nose to hers. He says, "My sails are ripped and torn and the wind hasn't blown for days. I'm so tired of wandering. I can't wander anymore." He could taste blood in every other kiss. They spent their mornings picking each other out of themselves. He, removing fragments of stitching from his teeth and tongue, and her, the waterlogged splinters from her thighs and fingertips. "Your body's an open cinema and I'm a director of lazy shorts tripping over broken armrests," he says, his tongue fishing stitching from inside his lip. He listens to the soft steps of her flats on the cold concrete, catches crosses in the dull buzzing of streetlights, and holds smoke in his lungs until his vision wobbles. "Yesterday morning I had to solve the most intricate fever dream puzzle," he says. "And when I sweat that illness away, you sang me something sweet and lulled me back to sleep." She falls back on the mattress, stretching her skinny legs across the floral print. Her hair spreads and blooms and reaches, wrapping like ivy vines around the wooden pillars of the headboard. Her nature overtakes the bed, and he returns himself to her. We used to have a beach, but not anymore. Years ago, we spent a week in July smoking stale cigarettes and drinking peppermint schnapps as we watched the trees slowly rise out of the ocean waves. They grumbled their seasick anxieties, shaking the salt water from their spruce beards and picking out the jellyfish speared from the needles on their arms. Their roots squirmed through the sand, inching up like cattail caterpillars desperate to kiss our window panes. They were enormous, those trees. Their highest branches dragged gashes through the sky, parting seas of cotton for stardust sediments. And it rained for 2 days. I drank pomegranate tea from your hair. Your little brother was drowned in his sandcastle moat. Typical. When their intersecting branches and rigid fingers and heavy overcoats of leaves strangled out our graying sky, you said, "You've gotten pretty pale, you know." Saplings would roam throughout the night in our suburban streets, sliding their mangled branches into our bedroom windows to steal our dreams. They played dice on our front porch, huffing paint from paper bags and getting our screen doors sticky with sap. And when you woke me up and asked if I wanted to do something fun, you covered my eyes and bit my tongue. It wasn't long before the mayor personally took it upon himself to restore the beach, to open our coast back to the sky and sea. He filled his chest with sawdust, opened his right nostril to a mound of snuff on his right thumb, scratched his dog behind her ears, and went into the backyard cellar, where he swallowed 23 honeybees and took his axe to the trees. But his chopping only angered the beasts, and his tobacco spit stained their leaves, so with a hollow groan and an audible roar, the trees opened up and chewed him with poison ivy teeth. Now we're not so sure there is a sea at all. We've wandered through the trunks of the wooden beasts for miles, but I can't even hear the gulls anymore. I was caught sleeping beneath a tree of wild beasts. In dreams, I bury pieces of myself into paperback books, constructing agitation and inducing sickness for unsteady fever dream parties. And there, we were bank robbers with wounded throats, scamming quiz shows, kissing between Osage diamonds. I waked my teeth tearing mutiny from bark, stretching fiberglass webs to stitch the constellations to our lips, building another town for every clumsy sentence fragment I collect from these ghosts that haunt our box spring. I can't accept all these dead letters dropped off, broken and bleeding on my front porch by these phantom cats. I can't keep painting you portraits of decaying trees. Their strip bark arms can't tuck your hair behind your ear, but I can. And I've still got cuts on my knuckles from the zipper of your jeans, spending night after night falling in love with your mask that melts plastic on my lips. So I'm not sleeping in your backyard, not tonight. I'm wide awake listening to the secrets you've tried to abandon as they call the fire department on your most peaceful dreams. I'm collecting your orphan piano keys and burying them under my tongue to grow staccato note divisions, our push and pull. And I'm hoarding all the sweetest things you can say in my bedroom until I'm trapped. And I have to chew holes into my wrist to escape into a bleeding orchard that we've grown from violin strings and broken dishes. I'll wait for the sun to rise, for the dull tree line to wilt into silhouettes, and I'll say, just look at all those beasts, girl, sitting up in that tree. All that matted fur and silk feathers. Do you hear that song? It's Yellowstone Lake music, the Bristol hum, 4 knocks with tears in your eyes. And I can't count all those claws and teeth on just 2 mangled hands. A grizzly bear swallowed a rain cloud. He grew extra paws with fragmented claws and burrowed beneath my bed. Now there are thunderstorms in my closet. Now there are cadavers in my head. Amelia doesn't like the way I speak about the sea. She wakes from daydreams about Jacques Cousteau with oceans in her jeans. closet floods, the bear will drown, and my mattress grows into the forest that Amelia paints in the concrete suburbs to lure in and murder the birds. She's got feathers beneath her fingernails, and she lulls me to sleep with her daytime television teeth. We bury our widowed organs in the backyard. She plays piano till there's cactus thorns in my heart and my veins settle into their morning nap. We exchange our deflated lungs in rusted bird cages. She whispers against my lips her dreams of wolf packs, roaming frozen village cemeteries, and the men in monster suits buried beneath the trees in her backyard. She tells me about the creature in her parents' tool shed that begged her to kill her cat until she leaned on its neck and heard it crack. Her eyes shut to the thoughts of splintered antlers that produce poison fruit, and the night her uncle removed his face and showed her his real hands. To Amelia, my ocean is her swamp. It clots her blood stagnant with algae, and now there are angry alligators snapping in her belly.